Hi guys, Tish here and welcome back to the John Banks review channel. The Mazda MX-30, Mazda's first stab at an electric car. And for what it misses out on range-wise, I really think it makes up for in personality and style. In today's video, I'm going to tell you why you don't need to focus on the range when it comes to the MX-30 and why it makes up for all of that in loads of different areas. So if that sounds good, then please do keep watching. And if you like new car reviews and car content from Mazda, Hyundai, Honda and much more, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the John Banks review channel. Okay, let's start by looking at the styling of the Mazda MX-30. The MX-30 is a pretty funky looking car, right? It blurs the lines between a lot of different genres. It has quite a compact size, so it competes with city cars like the Mini Electric and the Honda E. But you actually sit up a little bit higher, so then it competes with electric SUVs, and then you've got the coupe roofline, so it gives it almost a sporty edge. It blends all of these different genres together to give you a pretty versatile car. In terms of styling, you've got this swooping bonnet which actually comes over the top of the headlamps, which are set further back. This is a similar style that you get on a lot of Mazdas, and it gives it a very emotive but aggressive feel. You've also got the contrasting black bumper and the chrome Mazda badge. On a lot of Mazda MX-30s, you actually get a contrasting roofline. In this car, we have a lighter grey, almost silver feel. You also get this lovely piece of chrome with Mazda embossed on it, which separate the bodywork and also the roofline. And you may have noticed from the rear view that you actually have a two-tone roof. So you do have that lighter silver colour, but on the top you also have some black. This is to give the car an appearance of a coupe roofline, but to also give you additional headroom in the rear. Inside the boot, capacity is actually pretty impressive. You'll find 341 litres of boot space. That's more than you'll get in the Vauxhall Mokka-e or in the Kia EV Soul. So how much electric range does this car actually get? Well, it gets a claimed range of 124 miles, and whilst that is behind some of its rivals, it is ahead of the likes of the Honda E. And Mazda say that most of their customers don't need tons of range. A lot of their customers are inner city drivers, or they're just popping to the shops, and for these people this car is perfect, especially if you've got at-home charging. And with the Mazda MX-30, you can get a half-price wall box included. And if you wanted any more information on this offer, then click the link down below to chat to one of our sales associates at Colchester Mazda. The Mazda MX-30 has one of my favourite cabins of any electric car. It feels so high quality and just very special. Mazda are a Japanese brand and they lean on their heritage when it comes to their interiors, putting touches of Japanese craftsmanship inside. You've got some really nice contrasting grey, white and also brown seats, and then you have the cork in the centre console. You've also got this lovely bit of chrome which surrounds the centre console and comes all the way across the dashboard. Everywhere you touch feels so high quality. The dashboard itself is trimmed in a nice leather. You've got a really nice soft leather wrapped steering wheel, and again you've got that chrome around the wheel. You also have this cork which not only looks great and also feels great, but it's also a homage to the history of Mazda. Did you know that Mazda actually first began by creating cork in their factories? So that's a little bit of a nod to their past. And it's not just about high quality and great looking interiors, it's also incredibly environmentally friendly. So here's 4 ways that Mazda have used recycled materials inside the cabin of the MX-30. Number 1 is recycled plastics. Mazda uses high quality recycled plastics in a variety of components. Some exterior and interior parts are made up from recycled plastics, derived from the post-consumer waste, such as bottles, crates and packaging materials. Number two is bio-based materials. To further enhance the eco-friendliness, Mazda employs bio-based materials such as kenaf, a highly sustainable and rapidly growing plant fibre, often used as an alternative to glass fibres in composites. Kenaf fibres can be incorporated in the door trim panels and other interior panels. This reduces the consumption of petroleum-derived materials. Number three is, of course, that cork. Not only is it a homage to Mazda's history, but the cork is also recycled, making it further eco-friendly. Number four is fabric from recycled materials. In addition to other recycled materials, the MX-30 boasts fabric seats, which have been made from a blend of recycled polyester fibres and recycled threads from PET bottles and textiles. Mazda is aware that producing large electric batteries can actually be counterproductive to helping the environment, and that's why the MX-30 is fitted with a slightly smaller 35.5 kilowatt hour battery. This is smaller than a lot of the car's rivals, and it means that its carbon footprint is also smaller. Mazda say that by using a smaller battery, yes, it gets less range, but it is more energy efficient. That means that this car is light on its toes, engaging to drive, but also you get the satisfaction that you're not only helping the environment, but you're also not producing too much carbon footprint. One of the quirkiest things about the Mazda MX-30 that stands it aside from its rivals is the way that you get into the back seats. You actually have to first begin by opening the driver's door, and then you can open the rear door as well. This is great for if you've got child seats because you have a really wide opening, and you've also got an electrically adjusted driver's seat. So you simply click the buttons on the back of the seat to move the backrest forward, and then you can press a button to move the whole seat forward. Now you can see you've got such a wide opening for lifting things into the back of the car. This is much better than using something, for instance, like the Mini 3-door. However, if you are getting larger children, teenagers, adults, or even grandparents in the back, it isn't that big once you are inside, and other cars would be more convenient without having to open the driver's door. So it's not perfect for everyone, but for people with child seats, I think it's super handy. Mazda listen to their customers, and they know that their customers love a really easy to use car, and they've stuck with that even on their latest electric version. You still have the rotary dial for controlling the infotainment system. This means by just a touch of a button you can go to your radio settings or your satellite navigation, and you can scroll through all of the settings simply with a turn of the rotary device. This means it's really easy to use when you're on the go. You also have a dedicated climate control section as well. Some parts of this is touchscreen, but a lot of the buttons are physical to press, which is much better than some of these cars' rivals. You've also got some nice physical buttons on the steering wheel as well. In terms of storage, you've got a really decent amount of storage inside the armrest. You've also got a couple of cup holders which are underneath these parts of cork here. And what I love about this is everywhere you look, everything is very high quality, including even on the back of these cup holders, you have a nice piece of felt trim. So when these are actually placed in their upward position, they still look really good quality and they're not going to mark. You also have a decent sized glove box, and if that's still not enough storage, this whole centre console is actually hollow, so you can store things underneath. So let's face it, with a range of just under 130 miles, the Mazda MX-30 isn't going to be an EV for everyone. But if you don't need to go far and you can charge from home, then the Mazda MX-30 is an incredibly versatile and stylish electric car. But let me know, what do you think of the Mazda MX-30? Pop it in the comments down below. If you had any further questions or queries, or you wanted to book a test drive on this Mazda MX-30 here at John Banks Mazda in Colchester, then go ahead and click the link down below to chat to one of our sales associates. If you've enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this on the John Banks Review channel, then you know what to do. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button.